So BB died, the head gasket broke, so we've now got her on the back of a truck and we're doing like a 10-hour drive to the ferry port to catch the ferry to Cyprus. This is our driver Ujel. Ujel. He's a rally driver, so we're in good hands, and he stopped to show us the sunset and the beautiful view of the place where we've spent the last 24 hours. It's nice, it's good.
Okay.
Good. Let's roll.
Yes.
Let's go. We're in Antalya and we're now swapping over low loaders, and we're in a breakers yard, like a scrap yard. So we're going to unload the car, hopefully load it onto another low loader, which will take us to our ferry port.
Andy, what's happening?
The second tow truck has arrived and we're about to load BB up onto the second tow truck. We just had to all push it and bump start the second tow truck because the battery was flat. So we got it going, it's alright. And we're just about to load BB up onto the second tow truck for I think it's about a 7-hour drive to the ferry port, which will be fun. We've made it a grand total of about, I don't know, 10 kilometres down the road on the new truck with our new driver Mustafa. And there's a problem with the truck. Like, we had to bump start it at the broker's yard, and it was being a bit spluttery, and it's pretty much got no lights, so there's an electrical fault somewhere. So we've just driven about the last 10 kilometres on quite a busy road with pretty much no lights. So we've stopped here. He can't switch the engine off, so he's filling up with fuel, and he can't speak English and we can't speak Turkish. So we're just kind of waiting.
There goes our car.
That's alright, he's just moving it. It's a bit worrying.
Mersin'deyiz, sıkıntı yok. Tamam mı? Hadi.
Okay, and someone is coming here to fix the problem. The spare alternator. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. So the guys just turned up with not one but 2 spare alternators. So they're just going to whip the alternator out, and hopefully we should be back on the road again in like 10-15 minutes. Notice that they're all smoking fags on the petrol station forecourt. We're still on tow truck number 2. I think we're about 5 hours in, maybe 6 hours in. And we've just stopped for tea. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, I have no idea, I'm really tired. Luckily our driver Mustafa, he's had a couple of cups of tea and some cans of Red Bull, so I think he's alright.
Action.
We've been driving for over 12 hours now since the first car transporter picked us up. We had to stop because our current driver in tow truck number 2, Mustafa, was falling asleep at the wheel, and it was quite a hairy road. It's now, I think it's 5 AM in the morning, the sun's coming up, we're in services, and I've got a little cup of chai. I think we've got about another 80 kilometres to go before we get to our destination. We've made it to Suchu after about 12 or 13 hours driving with 2 car transporters. I think it's about 7:30 in the morning. We're just trying to work out where to take the car and whether we can get it on the ferry. We're still at the port and there's been a bit of confusion about where we can dump the car. Our driver, Mustafa, really wants to get off and do some other jobs he needs to get on today after driving 12 hours. He's a lunatic. But the port people won't let us leave our car outside the port, and we've said we'll push it through. Someone's trying to get don't really know what's going on. Mustafa might be about to just unload our car and leave it. We don't know. After lots of confusion and like moving around and trying to get permission to take our car through to portside, and our rather angry truck driver, well, we basically got the car in. Our truck driver's kind of sped off, and we're all a bit confused. And now we have to walk the 2 kilometers back into town to the ferry port office to try and work out what's going on. But I think we'll be on the ferry.
But the sun is...
Which leaves in about 12 hours.
14 hours.
14 hours.
But the sun is shining.
The sun's shining. Come on, let's walk. After lots of meetings and stamping of forms and discussion, we've managed to get BB onto the car, onto the ferry. We were the first car on, we had a load of people pushing it on, but all we need to do now is get it off at the other end. Oh, yeah.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Teşekkür ederim.
So we've been on the ferry for about nearly 7 hours now.
Thank you, thank you.
And Solomon is the captain. He's just invited us up to the bridge because he saw us looking around. So we've got about another 45 minutes maybe before we, no, about another half an hour before we arrive in the port of Gurn in northern Cyprus, and then we're gonna unload the car and then try and hopefully our 3rd tow truck is there waiting for us, and we can load BB onto the tow truck, and then we've got about a 3.5 hour drive to Paphos, hopefully.
Can we drive? Can we drive, Suleiman?
Yes. Yes.
We broke our car. I don't know if you want to trust us.
Thank you.
Plan is to now try and get BB off the boat. Not entirely sure how we're going to do it just yet, but we'll turn her around first. If we don't die of carbon monoxide poisoning. So we've just hitched a ride with these fellas in this tractor to tow us from the boat to security, and then hopefully from there it won't take us long to get through. We think we've sorted out all the papers we need. We've managed to get the tow truck through into the port side to pick up BB, so they were on tow truck number 3. He looks like a safer driver than the last 2, to be honest. we're in tow truck number 3. We're only going to be in tow truck number 3.
Waiting for driver number 4.
But we're waiting for driver number 4.
Which is a shame because we kind of like Stavros.
Stavros gave us some apples. So we're going to swap drivers and continue to Paphos.
No more paperwork though.
Oh yeah, we crossed the border.
No more tickets or customs
No
or
more paperwork.
red tape, hopefully. Inshallah.
So we've arrived in Cyprus in Paphos, which will be our home until we fix the car. Hooray! Is it running?
Action.
So this is the last tow truck. Hopefully BB goes on. It's going to the garage and we should be getting it fixed.